Yeah, Hari.
Yeah. So you guys are understood, right? Who are installed the VM? So who are installed the CentOS 7 on our Lapis, on our virtual machines? Who are guys? Who are installed?
I'm installed, Hari.
Very good. What about Anand?
Actually, just now, sometime back only came back to from
Okay.
office. So tomorrow weekend, right? So I will.
Yeah. You guys. So there is no class on tomorrow. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, guys. So you guys can do it on weekends, and please watch the recording, and again you guys can do it on your laptops. So make sure, guys, definitely on Monday everyone is installed a CentOS 7 on your machines, on your laptops. Okay.
Can I reinstall it? Why? Can I reinstall it again? Because I already installed it.
Yeah, you can remove it and you can shut down, then you can remove it, then you can install it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, Hari. Yeah, we'll do it in weekend and. Okay.
Sorry.
I will do it in weekend and everything I will practice it.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, so what we discussed yesterday, so how to install the OS. How to install the OS. Guys, this is Windows. This is a CentOS 7 Linux. So this is Windows OS and this is Linux OS. Something like off. So this is our Windows machine, right? So once we install the Windows machine, Windows OS on our laptop. So on your laptop, HP or something like whatever the hardware you install, so it automatically came from the when we buy the laptop, right? So what are the folders are there? Default folders are created while installing the OS. So while installing the OS, so in Windows, these are the folders created while installing the OS. So what are these folders? And again, so what are the folders is created while installing the Linux OS, guys? So for example, so this is, guys, this is a Windows. Guys, this is Windows. Yeah. So these are you able to see, right? Guys are able to see, right? Guys are able to see, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hari.
While installing the Linux, who installed? So Ramakrishna, you installed, right?
Yes.
Can you log into that? Can you log into that Linux machine, or else I will get it from the group.
Yeah, I will log in.
One second. Sorry. Bin group. Yes, these are the comments, but we are unable to see, right? Here I can see. Yes. 1 second. Guys, 1 second. Yeah. So this is the Linux, guys. So this is a Linux. Bin, dev, home, mnt, proc, run, srv. So these are the so once we install the OS, once we install the OS, so once we install the OS in Windows, our default file structure, default, these are the files, right? So these are the folders. So here in Windows, it call it as a folders. In Linux, it call it as a directories. So folder is nothing but in Linux, a directory. So what are the folders? So something like pef logs, program files, and users and Windows. So these are the folders. So these are the folders created while installing the OS. While installing the OS, automatically these folders are created. These folders having some purpose. The same way whenever we install the OS, so whenever we install the OS, so in the Linux, a default file structure is created. The default file structure is something like a bin directory, boot directory, dev directory, ECT directory, home directory, media directory, MNT directory, OPT directory, root directory, sbin directory. So these all are user directory, var directory. These all are the directories are created while installing the CentOS 7 on your virtual machine. So these all are the default file. These all are the default directory structure. So while installing the OS, these are the default directory structure created. So this is the Windows. This is the Windows directory, the default structure. So this is the Linux default structure. So something like, for example, so in Windows, for example, in Windows. So in Windows, what is the program files? Program files is nothing but so something like whatever the softwares is installed, something like a system related softwares, and so program files is nothing but something like this is the system related softwares. This is the system related softwares. So this is the third party softwares. These are the third party softwares. Third party means Tomcat, Git, Google, Microsoft Office, MacCopy, so Putty. So these all are the third party tools. After installing the OS, so we need a Google Chrome. So this is not coming from the voice installation. So after that only we can install this Google Chrome. A Git also, something like a Putty also, Notepad also. These all are the third-party softwares. So system-related softwares will be installed on the program files and program files x86, and the third-party softwares will be installed on the program files. The same like as a users. Users is the directory. This directory, whatever the users are created, something like Veda Deva. This is Hari user. So something like administrator user. So administrator user. In Windows, what is the default user? So while installing the while installing the Windows OS, while installing the Windows OS, a default user is created that user is administrator. That username is administrator. That username is administrator. While installing the Windows, so while installing the Windows OS, a default user is created. A default user is created. It created. So that username is administrator. Administrator having the full permissions. Administrator. So administrator can do anything. Can do anything can do anything in the Windows OS. So can do anything in the Windows OS. Administrator is the super privileges. What are the privileges? The super privileges. Something like a Veda Deva. Veda Deva is the Veda Deva or something like a Hari. Hari is the a normal user. A normal user. So which is having some limitations. Which is having some limitations. So while installing the Windows OS, a default user is created. That username is called as an administrator. So administrator is the super user. Administrator can do anything. Administrator having the all the privileges. Administrator having the all the privileges. He can do anything in the Windows OS. He can do anything in the Windows OS. Same like as a Hari. Hari user is a normal user. So administrator user and normal user. So normal user having some limitations, same like as a in in Red Hat also and Linux also Linux also while installing while installing the CentOS or whatever it may be while installing the Linux or CentOS 7, the Linux OS CentOS 7, whatever it may be, a default user is created. So that user is a root user. That user is root user. So root user is a super user. Root can do anything. Root is a super user. So root can do anything. So in Windows, like as a administrator. So like as a administrator. Guys, so which user you logged in? You logged in the CentOS 7. So this is the CentOS 7. You logged in as a local host. Login as. So guys, which user you log in as? Yesterday.
Root user.
Root user. So login as a root user and password equal to something what we set. We set as a Red Hat or something like. So while installing the OS, we set the password set as so root password set as a Red Hat, right? So we set the password for root. We cannot created the root user. It's already created by the while installing the OS. So while installing the OS, it's already created by the root user. It's already created by the while installing the Linux. So while installing the Linux, it's already created. Just we created the password for that root only. So root is a super user. Root can do anything. Same like as a root user is a admin user. Root user is a admin user. Who is the admin user? Root. Root can do anything and like as a super user. Super user. So admin user is a root user. Root user is nothing but a super user. Root user can do anything. So non admin users. Non-admin users. What are those? Something like Hari or Anand or something like a Victoria or something like a Behind or something like a Vanilio. What? These all are the normal users. Normal users having so non-admin or normal users. Normal user having some limitations. Normal users having some limitations. Root user can do anything. Root user can have anything. Root user can do anything. Root user can do anything. Something like here. So something like here. So here users contains the users information. It contains the users information. So where is here, the information will be available. Where is here, the information, user information will be available. I will show you guys. Yeah, guys are able to see, right? So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. So Linux file system hierarchy. So what is that? Slash is the parent user. Slash is the parent directory. Slash is also a directory. It is a parent directory. Slash is also a directory. It is a parent directory. Parent directory for all the directories. Parent directory for the all the directories. Slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. Here in Windows a Windows, a C. This is the directory. C is the directory. C is the parent directory for all the directories. Parent directory for the all the directories. The same like as a Linux. A slash is the parent directory for the all the directories. So what are the directories are created while installing the OS? A bin is created, OPT is created, boot is created, root is created, dev is created, sbin is created, etc is created, something like SRV is created, home is created, temp is created, lib is created, USR is created, media is created, var is created, mnt is created. Every directory, these all are the, in Windows it call it as a folder, in Linux it call it as a directory, bin directory, boot directory, OPT directory, root directory, dev directory, sbin directory, etc directory, home directory, temp directory, USR directory, lib directory, media, mnt, var. These all are the directories. So which is created by while installing the OS. So every directory having some purpose. Every directory having some purpose. So here users. So where here users are created. Here here the users are created. The users are created under the, so this is the root. So this is the root directory. So what are the users are, a root is the user, root is the super user. So root is the super user, root can do anything. So root users home directory is, root users home directory is slash root. Root users home directory is slash root. Slash root is the root users home directory. So slash root is the root user's home directory. So it's automatically, root user is automatically created while installing the OS. So we don't need to create the root user. So just we need to set the password for the root user only. So you are login as a root user, password is, so whatever we set while installing the OS. So we can log in as a root user. So root user's home directory is slash root. Root user's home directory is slash root. So again, so home slash home. Slash home is the a directory. So which this directory contains the a normal user. So normal user Hari is created. So normal user Hari is created. So Hari's home directory. So Hari's home directory is under the slash home. Under the slash home. So Hari directory is created. Hari directory is created while creating the while while created the user. So while created the user, a normal user's home directory is /home/Hari, /home/Hari, /home/Ramakrishna, /home/Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna is the a normal user, non-admin user. Who is admin user? Root is the admin user. Root can do anything. Root can delete everything. Root can modify anything. Root can change anything. So root is the super user. A normal user having some limitations. A normal user having some limitations. Some limitations here. So the program files x86 and program files. This program files x86 is related to system related softwares. System related softwares are installed under the program files x86. x86. So these all are the system related software. So while installing the Windows OS, what are the softwares needed? Something like what are the softwares needed? So the software, something, what are the softwares needed? Device drivers, something like whatever we need to install. So the system related softwares will be installed on the system, that program x86. So the way the program files is related to third party softwares. Third party softwares. Third party softwares means, so we installed a VM, right? A virtual machine. What we are installed? A Oracle virtual box we install. So we download and we install. This is the third party software. Third party software. Third party software. And something like so installed a Google Chrome. Google Chrome also a third party software. After installing the OS, or whatever the softwares we installed, those are the third party softwares. Third party softwares are installed under program files, and system related softwares are installed under the system program files x86 in Windows. The same way, while installing the OS, so we need to install some of the software, system related software. All the system related softwares will be installed under the /usr. So the system related softwares, while installing the OS, system related softwares are installed under the /usr directory. /usr directory. Directory. So the same way. So where we need to install the third party softwares on the Linux. The /opt is the directory. This directory contains all the softwares, all the third party softwares will be installing on this folder. Third party softwares. So will be installing under the /opt directory. /opt directory. So something like so var is nothing but a log files. So the log information. So var contains the log information. System related logs will be in under the /var log. The same. So whatever the CD, DVD ROMs and USB pen drives. When we put the USB or CD-ROM on the Linux system, so where it will be available? It will be available under the CD-ROM. Media contains a CD-ROM and DVD. CD-ROM and DVD will be showing under the /media. USB will be showing under the MNT. and temp is for the a normal temp directory. So temp is for the normal temp directory. And what is boot? What is a boot? All the bootable information will be available under the /boot directory. All the bootable information. What is bootable? So when you press the power button on your laptop, HP or whatever the laptop, so it will start the windows and come up, right? So how it will be starting? So the files will be located under the /boot. So this bootable information will be located on the /boot and /dev. What is the /dev? So whatever the hard disk we selected, right? 20 GB of hard disk selected for the CentOS 7 HDD 20 GB. The 20 GB hard disk will be available under the /dev. Available under the /dev directory. What is a bin and what is a sbin? Sbin and bin is nothing but a binary. Sbin is nothing but a super binary. So these two directories are contains the commands. These two directories are contains commands. How we can interact with this Linux OS, guys? Through commands only. How we can interact with this OS? So we can interact with this Linux OS through commands only. So where are the commands will be available? The commands will be available under the bin and sbin directory. Sbin directory. So sbin means super bin means and a normal something like a binary directory. So binary directory having the commands and sbin having the commands, guys. This sbin commands only executes. This sbin commands only. Sbin commands only execute a root user because of these all are the super bin commands. Only executes root user. Root user only executes the root user. These sbin commands only execute the root user. A normal user can execute only bin commands. A normal user can execute only bin commands. Only bin commands. A normal user can execute only bin commands. A root user can execute both. So sbin commands only executed by the root user. But root user can do anything, right? Root user can execute both sbin and bin commands. Root user can execute both bin and sbin commands. Root user can execute both bin and sbin commands. Root user can execute both bin and sbin commands because of root user is the super user, root user is the admin user for the Linux. So root user can do anything. So root user can execute both bin and sbin commands. So root user can execute both bin and sbin commands. So what is etc? What is etc? All the configuration files will be located under the /etc. Configuration files. All the configuration files will be located under the /etc directory. All the configuration files will be located under the /etc. These are the directories. While installing the CentOS or any Linux, while installing the Linux OS, this is the a default file system hierarchy. This is the default file system hierarchy. So slash is the parent directory for all the directories. So boot is so how we can install something like in the virtual machine, in the Oracle virtual machine, something like you started, right? After shutdown, you clicked the which button? Start button. That start button is once you Start button. Once you click the start button, so it will locate to it will searches the boot folder /boot folder. Under this black boot folder, there will be a bootable information will be there. So while taking the bootable information, and the server will up. Once the server is up, so we need to log in as a root user or normal user. After up the server, we need to log in as a so we need to log in as a so we need to log in as a root user or a normal user. Root user or a normal user. Yeah, I logged in as a root user. So how we can execute the commands? How we can execute the commands? Something like a root is the command, password is the command. Where you executed? You executed so bin under sbin. These all are the commands. The whatever we are executing in the Linux, the commands bin and sbin commands will be available under the /root. So what is the system related softwares installed while installing the OS? /usr is the directory. This directory contains the all the system related softwares will be installed under the /usr directory. All the system related directories will be installed under the /root directory. So whatever the log files, system related logs, all the logs will be available in the /log mnt. So the USB, once you connected the USB to that Linux machine, so that will be available under the /mnt. So once if you have a CD DVD ROM under the Linux machine, under the physical machine, where we need to see under the media, temp is for the temporary. So we can save anything under the temp. Temp is for the temporary directory. So is all the configuration files will be located in the /etc. So dev contains all the hard disk information, all the devices hard disk information will be located under the /dev. Where we need to install the third party softwares. The third party softwares will be installed under the /opt directory. /opt directory. This is the Linux file system hierarchy. So this is the Linux file system hierarchy. So whoever installed the OS after login to the server, after login to the server, there will be showing something like here root @ localhost localhost hash. So you execute the command ls. Once you execute the command ls, so it will show all the directories. It will show all the directories. Or else you can go to cd/ then execute the ls command. Then execute the ls command. It will show all the directories. Because of first you need to go to the parent directory. Yeah, I'm going to the parent directory and I will list all the directories. What are the directories available under the /? Under the / it will show you. It will show guys. Guys understood? Guys, so Monday I will show you again and I will show you the practically. I will show you practically because of my virtual machine is not still not yet resolved. So once it is resolved, I will install the OS on my virtual machine, Oracle virtual machine, and I will compare each and every every directory. I will show you practically. So I will log into the each and every directory and I will show you. I will show you guys. Guys understood?
Yes. Yeah, it seems there is one directory you didn't touch there. The
Which one?
SRV, this the one in the middle.
No worries, no worries. These are the lib directories, SRV. No need to bother about this. So these are the main directories. These are the main directories and which is having some purpose. That's the reason I told you. So I'm leaving these two. I will tell you guys later. First, you need to know
Okay, sure.
all these three. Whatever I mentioned, we need to know
Yeah.
these. Okay. If you know the
Okay.
file system hierarchy, it is easy to understand the Linux and it is easy to access or easy to use the Linux. It is easy to use the Linux also. So Linux is a CLI, command line interface. How we can interact with the OS through commands only. So how we can interact the OS through commands only, through commands only, same like as a cd, hyphen, ls. So everything will be command line. Everything will be command line. Guys, understood? So Windows is the GUI OS. What is this? The GUI. GUI means graphical.
Interface.
Yeah. Graphical user interface. Interface means that the OS is developed through the images. Something like this is one image, this is one through the images. That's the reason Windows is GUI, and it is easy to understand. But Linux is the CLI. What is that? CLI. Linux is a
CLI.
CLI. CLI means
Command
command line
interface.
interface. What is that? Command line interface. Interface. How we can interact with this Linux? Through
Through
commands
commands only.
only. Through commands only. Through commands only. Got it, guys? Through commands only. Linux is a CLI. So CLI OS, command line interface OS. The Windows is a GUI, graphical user interface. So these are the default file structure, the default file structure while installing the OS. So in Linux also a default file structure will be created. So while installing the OS. Guys, now you understood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we compared both, right? Now you guys understood easily. Guys? Guys will so I'm winding up now because of I need to go somewhere or have some personal work.